What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we have got another Ask Hippo, and I'm in an absolutely great mood because the weather outside is lovely, the weather inside's even better because it's warmer with my PC, and I don't know, I'm just in a really good mood today, so let's go straight into this week's Ask Hippo. Okay, so the first question is from Hussein, and his question is, do you think the BBC will sack Jeremy Clarkson? Now, I heard some news somewhere that they're actually going to find out this week whether he goes or stays. So that's going to be really interesting to see whether if he goes or stays. I personally think he's got to go. You know, initially I thought maybe he might stay because obviously Top Gear is huge, but really when we found out what he actually did, you know, like punching presenters ain't cool. You can't be doing that. Like, Nah, you can't be doing that. It's just, he has to go. And it's sad to see that because obviously I love Top Gear, and I imagine a lot of you guys love Top Gear too. You know, some people would argue it's on its decline, but even then I still enjoyed it, you know, especially this season. Had a few bad episodes. The ambulance episode was awful, and a few other ones were awful, but the ones that are actually about cars were great. So do I think he's going to get sacked? As a simple question, yes. Yeah, I genuinely think he probably will get sacked. Okay, so the next question is from Zhao, and his question is, will you buy GTA 5 on PC for all the mods? And if you could bring one person back from the dead, whoa, who would it be? That's a pretty heavy question. So, number one, am I going to buy GTA 5 for mods? I'm going to buy it after launch. Basically, the reason for that is because a lot of games that are actually, you know, put out on launch can be broken, and the amount of times this has been delayed, and the amount of times, you know, like I mean, I don't want to risk it, you know. I want to buy a fixed game, so I'm gonna see how it is on launch. If it runs well for everyone, and if it's randy dandy, I'll go and get it, you know. No problem with that. But if there is issues on launch, I'm just gonna hold out and wait till the game has some good mods and has a stable, you know, just a stable port to play on, you know, or hope it gets better. I just can't be bothered to do another The Crew where it doesn't work for a bit. I'm gonna hold it out for a bit. And number two, if you could bring one person back from the dead, who would it be? Oh god. Well, it wouldn't be anyone who affected my life personally, because I believe things do happen for a reason. So maybe someone, an artist I like, I don't know, maybe Tupac. You know, who knows, he might be alive now, who knows. I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, that's a pretty deep question. I think things happen for a reason, and you know, everybody has their time, and it's there. So I don't think I'd bring back anyone, to be honest. I think if your time's come, sadly. I think Paul Walker would be pretty cool to come back, because then obviously Fast and Furious could continue as normal, but saying that, I don't think I would be as invested again in Fast and Furious if he was alive. I think the fact that he has passed away now gives more emphasis on Fast 7. So yeah, I don't know who I would actually do. That would be a question I'd have to think about for a long time before, you know, I answered that. So I'd have to go. Question 2 is definitely an NA. It's a not. Okay, I have answered the next question in previous Ask Hippos, but I'm gonna answer it again just for truths. So basically, his question is, what are your top 3 favourite cars? Now, it'd definitely be the R32, it'd be the 2003 Murcielago, 2002 Murcielago, and then for the third one's where it gets me. I'm not sure what to pick for the third one ever. Well, those are my top 2. Number 3, maybe an RX-8. I don't know really. The third one's a bit topsy-turvy. I couldn't pick something firmly. Like number 2 are set in stone, and number 3 it's like I have a vast range of cars that I like. So number 2 are definitely, you know, the ones I said. Number 3 maybe an RX-8, maybe I don't know, a GTR. Depends really. Okay, the next question is from the King of Risers, and his questions are, who is your least favourite racing YouTuber and why? Oh god, that's just asking for hate. What is your favourite YouTube video you've published, and what is your favourite video that you did not put on YouTube, and why do you say Speedway Gamer in a weird voice? So number 1, I'm not going to answer that because that's just, you know, that's just oozing for hate. So, you know, negativity is the power of positivity, so I'm not going to answer that question. Number 2, what's your favourite video you published on YouTube? Someone else later asked this question, and it got me thinking, what is my most favourite video I've ever posted on YouTube? I don't have one. I think there's quite a few which I'm pretty proud of. The day in the life of StraightUpHippo, that was pretty good. All my subscriber specials, I put a lot of effort in. You know, Cooking with Hippo, I put a lot of effort into that. Welcome to Horizon was another great video. I'm pretty proud of all my videos, to be honest. Everything I put out, I think, is put out to a certain standard. But I guess the one I'm most proud of is having the balls to move over to the racing community. And I think that's what it's not my favourite video in the sense it's the one that I put the most work in, but it's the backstory behind it, which has such an emphasis and such a meaning. So I'd say that is probably, you know, the one video that I kind of cherish the most. I still look back on that video and think, whoa, but like, what would have happened if I didn't do it? You know, what would have happened if I didn't have the balls to move, and you know, to make this truly my own channel? You know, what would have happened? So I'd definitely say that is probably my favourite. I mean, again, just the meaning behind that, it's hard to kind of explain what it meant to me personally. My favourite video that is published by someone else, there's one YouTuber called Tabe, and he used to do COD back in the day, and he made one song called what was it called? It was like To The Face, I think it was called, because that used to be his slogan, and that was a fucking good video. I don't know, there's so many videos that I like, you know. There's this one video where the guy screams and the falls on the floor, and it's just the weirdest thing ever, but it's just so quality. So I'd say Tabe's one's definitely up there. That meaning, again, the meaning behind that video, I could go on for days about what that means. But I don't think there's one specific video. I mean, there's loads of videos that I enjoy. I enjoy loads of YouTubers, you know. As well as being a YouTuber myself, I watch lots of YouTube. So I guess I've got that there. So I couldn't pick a definite, you know, one video, but there's a broad range. And why do I say Speedway Gamer in a weird voice? I tried to say it how he says his own name in the start of his intros, but it doesn't really work, and it kind of sounds like I'm being a bit of a bellend. But that's why I do that, yeah. Okay, so next we have Neelix Gaming, aka Roger Fisher, aka The Dark Destroyer, aka Philip Britsky, and his question is, will you be planning to get GTA 5, and if so, are you going to play Heist? A lot of GTA questions this week for some reason. So basically, I've got GTA 5 on my PS3, and I do play Heist, you know, like, personally, but in terms of making videos, nah, GTA isn't my game, to be honest. I think I played it a lot, and I don't know, I think there's nothing to do at a certain point, and I think I got bored of GTA a very long time ago. So, to answer that straight, I'm going to get it for PC for mods, and I might make a few videos if there is a few cool mods on there. But am I planning to do heists and, you know, on my channel? No, not really. If you're talking about playing it personally, then I've already done it, so, yeah. Okay, so the next question is from RX Speedster, the main man, and his question is, what do you recommend me to get first? A new mic, steering wheel, or PC? What would be the ultimate car city for events and meetups? Okay, so number one, I'm gonna give you some advice. Okay, so a new mic is obviously gonna increase your quality of videos. A steering wheel is just fucking fun to have. That's the only reason I'm getting one. And then a PC is gonna increase the amount of videos you can make and the quality of videos. Now, what you pick in the end of the day is up to you. Steering wheel, it depends what you want, really. A PC, it's so versatile. If you haven't already got a personal PC, it's really worth it. It really, really is. A new mic, again, it depends how much. It depends what you want, really. If you want to make YouTube videos better, then get a PC. You know, you can save the mic till later. I had Turtle Beaches up until a very recent point, so I'd say, you know, leave the mic to the side for now and get a PC that with decent specs, obviously. And then if you just want to have straight up fun, and you know, it's nothing to do with YouTube, you just want to get something, it'll be a steering wheel. Now, I'm going to give you some advice about the steering wheel and the PC, because I obviously know quite a bit about this. A PC, really, you want to have about 8 gigs of RAM. You don't really need 16 for gaming or anything else of that sort. You just make sure the PC's not bottlenecked. So that basically means make sure that everything's matching everything, you know, like make sure there isn't one component of your PC which is a lot higher than another component of your PC. And generally, just make sure, just make sure, you know, your PC's well-rounded. You know, that's what some people forget. Some people think, I'm going to put a Titan in my PC, then I'm going to get a really bad processor. No. Make sure it's well-rounded and that it's well-versed. That's something you really, really need. And then for your steering wheel, you obviously know about the steering wheels because I've talked to you in the comments and stuff. G27 all the way, and then get that controller max mod. Boom, bish bash bosh, real good nosh. And what do you think the ultimate car destination would be? Now, the fanboy in me would say, oh, Wolverhampton, because that's where I live. But in all seriousness, I think Tokyo would be fucking sick. I don't think there's a perfect place, to be honest. I think it depends. Like, Tokyo is too busy. You know, you're not gonna be able to race or anything around there. Where I live, it's just not plausible. London, too busy. You know, capital cities are generally too busy. Maybe where Horizon's based, you know, in like Castelletto and Nice. That'd be pretty sick. I think I'll go Castelletto-Nice. You know, somewhere on that French border. Pretty awesome stuff. Pretty awesome stuff. Okay, the next two questions are from Place My Name here, and his questions are: do you prefer open world racing games or track-based racing games? And then what's obviously your favourite video you've ever done? So I kind of answered the second one already, so I'm just going to knock that out of the park. But number one, do I prefer open world or track-based races? I think it's hands down every single day open world races. There's something about it, you know, I like the freedom you're given, you know, like with track-based races, it feels very, you know, limited in a way. With open world races, you have so much more freedom, and you know, you're much more able to do what you want, and it genuinely feels like your racing experience, you know. And I think that's what I prefer about open world. Like, I much rather play Horizon 2 than say Forza 4. I wouldn't say Forza 5 because that's an awful game. But okay, so let's say I'd much rather play Horizon 1 than Forza 4 for the basic reason I have that, you know. I have that freedom and that aspect of, you know, I can go wherever I want and do whatever I want. You know, if I want to drift around this court, there's no limits to what you can do in terms of its open world. So I think that's why I do prefer open world races by quite a big margin. But I do like track-based races too. You got to keep in mind I'm a pretty rounded gamer generally, and I do like track-based races. But if I had to pick between one or the other, probably be if I could only play one of those two games, it would be open world every single day of the week. Okay, so the next question is from the Speedway Gamer, and his I tried to do it again, didn't I? And his question is, what would you tell your younger self if you could do it? So basically, if I could see my younger self, what advice would I give him? Now, there's a lot of things I would say to my younger self, you know. I'd say, be a bit more confident, you know, like, break out of your shell, you know, like, in certain situations, I've kind of been very shy. I'd say, you know, try to break out your comfort zone. That was something I struggled with quite a lot. Don't really care what anyone else thinks. Back when I first started YouTube, like a few years back, I really cared. Like, I would go to extreme lengths to make sure no one knew. I'd say, you know, just don't really care what they think. You know, over time, people just will forget about it. I would say a lot of things, you know, don't hold on to like certain things, you know, like I used to hold on and have regrets. Nah, just brush it off, you know, like just carry on. Like everything in life, you know, eventually, you know, just moves on, and you've got to move on with it. And I think that's something I struggled with when I was younger, is I kind of held on to things, and well, I kind of fucked myself over. And I still do it to this day sometimes, you know. I think it's a common reoccurrence, and that's something I should probably tell myself nowadays. But I definitely say, you know, just don't hold on to things as much as you could, because, you know, when that time when you are holding on to things, you could probably be doing something else which could further, you know, advance your success and your future, you know, in a way. So I think that's what the advice I'd give to younger me. I mean, there's a lot of things I did wrong, I'm not going to lie, but I think, like I said earlier on, everything happens for a reason, and obviously that applies in this situation, like. So yeah, there's a lot of things I would say, to be honest, but those two would be the main kind of the basis of things, and then I would obviously go on from there. Okay, the next question is, do you think the BBC overreacted with the Clarkson issue? And if Top Gear was to be resurrected, what 3 presenters would you like to see? That's really blurry on my screen, so I kind of had to improvise. Do I think they overreacted? No, not at all. I think they kind of underreacted, you know. They should have come out with a clean and precise statement of what they were going to be doing, you know, an action. Because when you say you're going to be banning someone next time they do something like that, you know, you kind of need to be open and clear about it. There's no point in lying, you know. So I think they kind of underreacted in a way. I think they needed to be more clear and concise on what they were actually doing. And if Top Gear was to be rebooted, I would like to see, who would I like to see, actually? That's a real question. So I'd like to see Jeremy, and not Jeremy, well, I would like to see Jeremy, but I'd like to see Hammond back, obviously. I'd like to see May back, and it'd have to be someone replacing Clarkson, so someone who's absolutely mad. Who would I like to see? Someone who has some knowledge about cars. That bloke from Car Throttle, what's his name? Oh, what's his name? Oh, what's his name? The one who's from, on, 2 Guys, 1 Car. I can't remember what his name is, but that bloke, I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm on about. But that guy from Car Throttle would fit right in. He would fit right in. So yeah, him all day long. I don't know what his name is. It's Charlie? I don't know. You guys probably know who I'm on about. If you don't know who I'm on about, type in two girls, two girls. Type in two guys, one car throttle into the YouTube search bar. Trust me, you won't regret it. It's the funniest series about cars on YouTube. It's so funny. So yeah, it'd definitely be him. Okay, the next question is from Urban Daz, and his questions are, if you had to choose between the Murcielago or the R32, which one would you choose and why? Why do you hate wheeler dealers? I don't hate wheeler dealers. And will you ever watch 5th Gear now Top Gear has ended? Which is actually a really good question. So number one, if I had to pick between the Murcielago and R32, which one would I pick and why? I'd pick the R32 because R32 is Bay. I don't hate wheelie dealers at all. I just don't like the program. And I probably won't watch 5th Gear. To be honest, for me, Top Gear's replacement is car throttle. You know, and I think that's something that is kind of starting to become really prominent nowadays. I called this back in like 2009. I said YouTube's better than TV. Straight up. You know. TV is a one-way medium. You only watch TV. You can't interact, you know, unless it's like some type of. You can't react with people on TV. Just let's just say that much. But on YouTube, it's a two-way medium. So you can talk with the content creator. You can, you know, if you want something, if you don't like something, you can advise them to get it better. And it's like you have that source of feedback through the comments and Twitter and whatnot. And YouTube generally, it's just more friendly to the user. And I think generally, big YouTube channels like Car Throttle, like really big professional ones, they are really going to take off soon. And I think, for me anyway, Car Throttle is the next Top Gear. In the sense that it encompasses everything Top Gear does, but in a new and modern fashion. I'm not sure if you guys agree with me. I mean, it's a pretty big statement to make. But I personally believe Car Throttle is the next Top Gear. And I can see them, like, blowing up hugely in you know, as internet and YouTube becomes even more accessible than it already is. So, will I watch 5th Gear as a replacement of Top Gear? No, I've already started on Car Throttle, and then it's not going to change. Okay, and the last question is from Racer GT2, and his questions are: if Need for Speed 2015 was Hop Shoot 4, how would you react, and why did you hate the 911 so much? I actually don't recall me ever saying I hated the 911 because I actually like the car. Okay, so number one, how would I react? I'd actually be really looking forward to it. I really enjoy Hop Shoot 2010, but like it's such a small percentage that's actually going to happen. I'd be very surprised, no doubt, but I'd be excited to it. Like, I really enjoyed Hop Shoot 2010, the Criterion game, so to see what they would do with Hop Shoot 4 would be really interesting. And then number two, why do you hate the 911? I don't hate the 911 at all. I actually really like it. Like, it's one of, it's up there with favorite supercars. I think I think the newer ones aren't as nice as the old ones. Like the model they introduced in 2012 isn't as nice as the one that they had before, and then the one they had before that was nicer than the one they had in 2000. Like I think as they're getting older, they are getting slowly worse. But do I hate it? No, I actually really like it. You know, like the newest 911, have that in silver. Holy moly, that would look nice. I've actually got a GT3 RS 911 Scalextrics car right next to me. So yeah, I don't hate it at all. I don't like the Carrera 4 versions, the one with the black with the red line across the back. I don't like that at all. I hate that look. But for the standard 911s, like I remember though, if you get one from like the 1980s now, and like I think is it a 911 RS or GT3 RS? Those are worth quite literally millions in the millions now. They are absolutely mad, and they look gorgeous. Look absolutely gorgeous. So I don't hate the 911 at all. I think you're getting me mixed up with another racing YouTuber. But yeah, I don't hate 911s. I actually really like them. So yeah, come at me. But that is today's episode. That's really long. 20 minutes. Holy moly. It's a long time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smack the like button, subscribe. I've got a forum down in the description below. If you want to go check it out, you can go talk to me there in the chat like area of the website. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video, where we shall be talking about Horizon and my love for Horizon, because I love that game so much. I love it so much, and I need to talk about it. I need to air it out and rant it out. And I'm going to be doing some Horizon 3 wishlist videos for reasons I will explain in that video itself. So I hope you guys enjoyed again. If you did enjoy, you know, just help me out and do all the stuff that you should usually do and stuff. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.